Okay, so I just posted a funny video about how patients will ask you to do a regular cleaning um, if they need it, and when you tell them that they need a deep cleaning. So, a deep cleaning is what we call a scaling and root planing. That's when you get numb. You have 3, 2, and 1 millimeter pocketing is considered within normal limits. If you have 4s, 5s, 6s, that is considered a periodontal pocket. So once you are above the normal limit, you require a deep cleaning. So we will get you numb so that you're comfortable while we go underneath the gums and remove bacteria. That is when you have bone loss, okay? So if I was just to do a regular cleaning on a patient who needed a deep cleaning, that would be unethical. A lot of offices are, a deep cleaning is expensive. It's way more expensive than a regular cleaning. So what some offices do is that, so they get some type of payment to do something, they'll just go ahead and do the regular cleaning, which is just removing the bacteria from the crowns of the teeth and not going underneath the gums to remove the bacteria. But that is still so crazy to me, because no matter what the patients pay for or whatever the cleaning is called, I give the patient the cleaning that they need, if that makes sense. So even if I have a patient that's, say, for whatever reason I see on the schedule, it says adult prophy, regular cleaning, but I get the patient and the doctor still wants me to do the cleaning, I would still go ahead and do a deep cleaning. I would not sit there and just do the prophy like, well, the doctor said do the prophy. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. I would still go ahead and go up underneath the gums and clean the bacteria from underneath the gums. Some providers, I'm guessing, are just going and taking the tartar off the top surfaces of the teeth and telling the patient like, well, I did the cleaning. But that's dangerous because, you know, for a deep cleaning, the bacteria is underneath the gums where you cannot see. And a lot of times, if you can't see it, you don't believe it that it's there. So if you already have patients that are uneducated about the condition and about the state that they're in, they're going to think, well, they already took the tartar off, so I should be good. But in reality, you're not. It's like building a house with bad wood. So it does not benefit the patient to just go ahead and take the top surface off or what's on the crowns of the teeth and not go underneath the gums and remove that bacteria. So it is very frustrating when I see that and my patients come in and I'm like, you have bone loss, and they're like, yeah, I know, but my last office just did the cleaning. It's like, you have to be giving good oral hygiene instruction. You have to be explaining the periodontal disease in a way that your patient can understand. Don't go in there talking about, yes, you have this bacteria on the roots and doing all this. Just say, listen, show them on the x-ray. It's the easiest to show them on the x-ray because you can see the bone level. You can see the calculus spurs, and you can just explain to them, here is your bone level here. This is where it should be, about where it should be, but it's not. And what causes that destruction are these little things here. This right here needs to be removed. Once you lose bone, you cannot grow bone back. You need to maintain the bone that you have by first doing an initial deep cleaning and then returning more frequently, because your toothbrush and floss cannot reach those pockets whereas my instruments can. And that's just what I say. That's how I say it. And I try and explain it in a way, and I say, does that make sense? Am I explaining it right? Or, in a way to let them feel comfortable and open to be able to ask questions and not feel judged like, well, you have this in here because you haven't been flossing. I'm not going to say it like that. It's like, it doesn't matter what happened in the past. We don't know why, why they are in the condition that they're in. But what we do know is that they are here today, and they are being proactive today, and they are coming in today to get, to get the ball rolling. That's why I'll never sit there and be like, You know, I do make a lot of funny TikToks and just, you know, making jokes about what we experience on a daily basis as hygienists, but I am very kind to my patients. I try and make them feel very welcome, and I want them to feel proud of themselves that they are finally here. A lot of patients come in and are like, oh, I'm so embarrassed, or I'm ashamed to say how long it's been. I'm like, don't feel bad. You are here now. We can't change the past. You're here now doing what you're supposed to do now. Let's focus on what we can do to get you in a better condition starting today, baby. But you, along with that, you have to explain there is a reason why this is happening, but this is how we stop it from continuing to happen. So you do hold your patients accountable, but you don't have to make them feel worse about it. I know I'm not a type of person that learns by it being, you know, somebody being like hard on me. I learned better with someone saying something in a loving and kind way. Now, some people do need you to just be like, listen, you're not flossing. That's what it is. But you got to read your patient, see what kind of patient you have, you know? So